What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to got several new things for you. We're going to hear from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and a surprising comment from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on the stimulus checks being a larger amount that was pointed out by a viewer of this channel. We got that and a lot more. We may get to some rental assistance in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates, and give this video a like and share this video so others like you will know what is going on with the next stimulus check package and the upcoming mortgage and rental assistance. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. The first positive case of the South African variant of the virus, coronavirus, has now been reported in the United States in South Carolina. Officials report two different cases in South Carolina of the variant known as B1351. Health experts say that this variant is particularly concerning given the addition to being more contagious, and early studies have shown that some reduction in the antibody response from vaccines to this variant. However, both Pfizer and Moderna say that their studies indicate their vaccine is still effective against this particular variant, despite some drop-off in antibody response. What's interesting is the state health department said there is no connection between the two different cases in South Carolina and no known travel history at the moment for those cases. This is an indication that there's probably a lot more people that have it, and somebody else is likely patient zero in the United States. Dr. Fauci says that this particular variant is of great concern because of how much more contagious the virus is and possibly how deadlier the virus is in addition. Dr. Fauci warns that the situation in the United States could get a lot worse now with several new variants in the United States, although currently at small scale. Dr. Fauci says, quote, "I think it potentially could get worse. We certainly are seeing, thankfully, a plateauing in cases. The thing that's troublesome now that we really need to keep an eye on are these variants." On stimulus, Lowe's has announced another $80 million in hazard pay worker bonuses for the company Lowe's, and they are also hiring an additional 50,000 workers across the country. This is the seventh bonus or special payment offered to Lowe's employees during the pandemic. Lowe's and also Amazon have done several different rounds of hazard pay and bonus raises during this pandemic, which is very nice to see. There is talk of some provisions of hazard pay in the third stimulus check package, but honestly, we really need to get more details on that, which we will get when we get the actual bill that Nancy Pelosi says will be coming this week. I personally, I get a comment, Jimmy, you said it was coming. And again, I'm not the one writing the bill. So these bills are thousands of pages. So Nancy Pelosi says it's coming this week. So that's all I can report. Hopefully it still comes this week, but we will see. Let me show you what Nancy Pelosi has to say. And then I'm going to show you something very surprising that Chuck Schumer says about larger stimulus checks possibly.
Madam. Yes, sir.
Do you believe that you say reconciliation is a backstop, that you'd rather have a bipartisan bill?
Yes, always.
But it sounds like you're not optimistic that will happen. Is that a correct?
Well, we have to be ready. I do think that we have more leverage getting cooperation on the other side if they know we have an alternative as well. But I would think if we're talking about additional funding for vaccines to be, and their not only production, but their distribution, if we're talking about putting money into the pockets of the American people with the direct payments, if we're talking about supporting state and local government so that they're able to implement all these things, open our schools, our healthcare workers, our police and fire, first responders, our teachers, transportation, sanitation, food workers. I would hope that the Republicans would be supportive of that. Many of the localities that will benefit have Republican mayors and Republican county executives. So I would hope that we would be able to do it in a bipartisan way. And again, I've said if there's an argument that needs to be made to people that we need more funding for the vaccines, more distribution resources, more of the vials and syringes and all that make it happen, I think many of the Republicans would be supportive of that, and I hope so. But we cannot not have it happen. We have to act, and that is why I said we want it to be bipartisan always, but we can't surrender if they're not going to be doing that. Instead, we will pass it. Thank you all.
Nancy Pelosi is also very upset on the GOP, which is the Grand Old Party, aka the Republicans, promoting Representative Marjorie Greene to the Education Committee, as she's been very controversial lately. She is the representative who filed impeachment articles on Joe Biden on his first full day in office. In fact, she said she was going to file impeachment papers on Joe Biden before he was even president. And she also had her Twitter account suspended, and she has been coming under a lot of controversy over the last few days over promoting violence against Democrats. So yeah, it's safe to say that Nancy Pelosi is all over the place at this particular moment with the various different things. It's safe to say, though, that Democrats are considering just going straight to the reconciliation route where they use their reconciliation card, as they're already preparing to possibly not get even 10 votes from Republican senators to pass the bill with a bipartisan vote of 60 votes in the Senate. They're already preparing that they might not even get 10 votes from Republicans to pass the next stimulus package and may need to do it all on their own through the reconciliation process. Senator Bernie Sanders says if Democrats are to address the enormous crisis facing working people and keep faith within the campaign promises we made, we must go forward aggressively with the Senate reconciliation process. There is no alternative. Now is the time for bold action. So Bernie Sanders thinks that Republicans aren't going to be willing to pass the next stimulus package at all, and that they're going to have to do the reconciliation process because what he says is there is no alternative at all. Next up, a very astute viewer of ours named Stephanie pointed out that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said in a previous interview that I showed you on this channel that the stimulus checks may actually be larger. Let me show you exactly what he said.
The president, with a good deal of input from we Democrats in the Senate, has put together a bold, strong plan for COVID relief, $1.9 trillion. It includes many of the things we need. We all know how desperately we need vaccines across America, and he has a plan to do that and greatly accelerate the number of people who can be vaccinated. We need state and local relief here in New York and in many other states, so that bus drivers and sanitation workers and nurses and firefighters and so many others will not be laid off. Many, many states, including ours, are hurting budget-wise and need that relief. We need more help for transit. We were able to get the MTA the money it needed to continue operating at present levels, but they're going to need more money. We need money to help the unemployed. There are many, many unemployed people. And people need checks in their pockets. And we will increase the overall amount people get to $2,000 a person. That would be $4,000 for a couple, $8,000 for a family of four. All of that must get done quickly. We hope our Republican friends will see the need and work with us, but if not, we will get it done. There are other means that we can use, including reconciliation, that will enable us to do this.
So wow, yeah, I don't even remember if I picked up on that. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. Do you think they're just talking about increasing the $600 to $2,000, aka a $1,400 check, or did it sound like that he was talking about a full $2,000 check on top of the $600 that we've already gotten, or hopefully you're already getting? Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments, because yeah, that's some very interesting words there. So let me just be clear. I am expecting the checks to be $1,400, to be a what they call a $2,000 plus up bill. Joe Biden, and now Joe Biden's not in the House or the Senate, so keep that in mind. From what I understand is that the outline was $1,400. Now there has been pushes to make this larger, but what this has been and pretty much always has been is what they call a $2,000 plus up bill. Basically, they're increasing the $600 to a total of $2,000, and that's where the $1,400 number comes from. Because $1,400 is kind of like a random number out of the air. So that's where it comes from. However, where the $1,400 for adults is the largest stimulus check that we've gotten yet. $1,400 for children is double, more than double actually the amount that children have ever gotten. They've only gotten $500 and $600 before. And $1,400 for adult dependents is infinitely more than they have gotten in the past, because if you're a dependent on somebody else's tax return, for the first and second stimulus check, you didn't get anything at all. You didn't get a stimulus check. So $1,400 for dependents would be adult dependents, well, and children too. But that is a very, very good step forward for everybody. They've increased the checks this third time around for adults, for children, and for adult dependents. There's a possibility when we get the actual bill that adult dependents may actually get the first and or second stimulus check in addition, because they did not get those checks, and there's been talks that they will be included to get those checks from the previous go-arounds that they didn't get. Now, this is kind of like the minimum what I expect. I expect at least $1,400 stimulus checks this time around, okay? But that does not mean to say that Chuck Schumer knows what is already in this bill. Maybe they've increased it to a full $2,000 on top of the $600 and not just a plus up bill, $1,400 plus the $600 equals $2,000. Let me know your thoughts based on what he said. Do you think he's hinting that they know it's going to be $2,000? He's the Senate Majority Leader for the Democrats, so it would be safe to say that he would know a lot more details than we, the public, knows at this point. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, I want to briefly touch on the second stimulus check. I'm still getting reports every single day. I know there's millions of you guys who have not got your second stimulus check yet. If you watch our videos and read the comments, that you're seeing every single video people saying, I just got my $600 stimulus check today. I just got it yesterday. There are also people saying they just got mortgage and rental assistance, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. This channel's goal is to help out as many of you guys as possible. So make sure you're paying attention. This mortgage and rental assistance is going to be going fast. It's coming out for all 50 states. The $600 stimulus checks are still going out right now. In fact, the IRS Get My Payment tool updated. So check your IRS Get My Payment tool. Just go to Google and just Google IRS Get My Payment tool and check it, because a lot of people's payment dates are updated. And a lot of people that are kind of stuck on that January 6th date, you may actually be updated in the system and it might show you new information now. And you also might still be getting your check just randomly in the mail. A lot of people that are even expecting direct deposits are getting their checks via check in the mail or debit card in the mail. So please, please, please do not throw out your mail by accident. There's tens of thousands of cases already of people that have thrown away their second stimulus check. And this happened with the first stimulus check too. So even if you're expecting to get direct deposit, and this will be for the third check also, if something happens in the IRS systems and they can't send the direct deposit to you for whatever reason, they will send you a check or a debit card in the mail. So please just be very careful. You're reading your mail. It just comes in a plain white envelope that has a treasury seal on it. So don't throw it away by accident, because it just might have $600 in it for you in a check or a debit card form. On rental assistance, we're not going to have time to go over a lot in this video, but rental assistance is starting to open in all 50 states. I will be having more information for you guys on the states that are open that I know about, and down below in the comments, if you know of your state's rental assistance program or mortgage assistance program being open, comment down below. Help out our viewers. We are a big family here. Let's help each other out and get as much mortgage and rental assistance as well as stimulus checks out to everybody that we can. Again, make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss out on new updates. Click the bell icon to all notifications so you get notifications for our first 3 videos of the day, which is 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we now have an 11 p.m. video every night for at least the short term because of how much new information and new news, especially regarding mortgage and rental assistance that is out. Remember, mortgage and rental assistance can pay your rent for 3 months to 6 months. So literally thousands of dollars in your pocket. And share this video so others like you, your friends and family, will know about these programs and just might get their rent paid for several different months. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have a program where I teach people how to sell products on Amazon and replace their 9-to-5 income. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.